Let me tell you something, sport. There ain't nothing active about me. Like, do they make inactive sport? I guess that would be e-sports deodorant? Is that what that would be? Just smell like bad bets and lost chances. But it is football season. I do the fantasy football. Anyone else do the fantasy football? It's not going well for me. I'm in 3 leagues. I'm 2-13. It's kind of a bad deal. I really thought this was going to be the year for Jeff's auto draft special too. My wife, she's like the fantasy football voodoo doctor. It's kind of weird. I was playing against her a couple of years ago, and she said, if Josh Allen plays a full game on Monday Night Football, you're going to win. And that was the Hamlin game, folks. It only lasted a quarter. She come downstairs the next morning. Guy was dying in the hospital, and she pulled out the win by 5. A few years before that, she was in the playoffs, and she said, if Tony Romo doesn't get injured tonight, that's it for me. And that young man was in the CBS broadcaster's booth the next year. Broke his collarbone in the second quarter, and she won the league. She played against Joe Burrow week 2 this year. You know, I'm also doing the DraftKings and the FanDuel, and that's working out a little bit better. AI is building my drafts. But it talks back to me. Like on Monday, I said, "Dear ChatGPT," I don't know why I say "dear." "Dear ChatGPT, please create me a winning DraftKings lineup." And it said, "Jeffrey, I think you're gambling too much." When did ChatGPT become my mom? I said, "Come on, ChatGPT, we won $500 a few weeks ago." And it said, "Why don't you ask your wife? She seems to do good on fantasy football." You know, and like, who do you complain about for that? Which brings me to kind of like my next question. You guys ever get sick of filling out surveys for corporations?
Yes.
Like last week, I missed a call from US Bank, and they sent me an email wanting me to take a survey on how much I like the voicemail. Well, it was fantastic. There's 2 things that aren't getting returned. And I thought, well, here's a bad idea. Just to show how bad you really don't want people to, all these opinions about your products, what if I brought the survey into my marriage? Like after dinner one night, you can already tell this isn't going to go well. Like after dinner one night, if I said, "Honey, you got 5 minutes to answer 3 questions?" She's never going to have time for that. I would have to do some sort of different time. Like, say, when we're both alone in a car. No escape. Now let's get some opinion questions out the door here. Like, well, survey question number 1. And this is the question that all businesses want you to answer yes. It means they're doing a good job. Honey, were you completely satisfied? And now that I think about that a little bit more, maybe I don't want to know the answer to that. I'm starting to see the flaw in this plan. Probably just go on to question 2. Was there anything I could have done better? Shit, this is going to take longer than 5 minutes.
Don't get her started.
Which leads us to question 3. The question that every business wants an affirmative answer to. Would you recommend me to a friend? And I could hear it now. We're driving in the car. I asked her that, and she would say, "I don't know, maybe if you stop alluding to that I'm the one that gave Joe Burrow turf toe." So as you see, folks, customer service surveys don't work out in marriages. And that's my time. Thank you very much. And now for your next comic. The very funny, my best friend, Lynn Benson.